Our fight to preserve our historic sacred site has taken a giant leap forward. We acquired the Salish Lodge and acreage across from the falls from the Muckleshoot Indian tribe. And we can preserve it now for time immemorial for 7 generations to come and beyond. So the Snoqualmie Falls is for all people, for all time. Everyone is welcome here. Everyone has a need sometimes just to feel something bigger than themselves, and here is where they can find it. Something that we have struggled with within the Snoqualmie tribe is being able to message our story. Several other people have tried to message that story for us and they get it wrong every time. So this is our opportunity to display, to educate, and to just enlighten people's lives by sharing our history with them. It reminds me of a spider web where everything touches each other. You can feel it. It affects all across time, all across different spirits and ancestors, and it's just powerful. So I think that this is a symbol of hope. Your voices can and will be heard, and you can make change. It isn't without our surrounding neighbors and tribes that came to answer our call. When we called upon them to help get our message out, they came and they responded. We can save our sacred Mother Earth together. And I especially want to call out those that were near to us living around our sacred falls. You answered the call by signing petitions, you came to our rallies, you helped us save this place for each other, for all people, for all time. And I just thank you for that work.
I can remember back when we were children, coming over with my mom. It just warms my heart that we're, taking this over for the future generations. When you're standing at the edge of the falls and you can actually feel the power of the falls, and the mist of the falls, so overpowering. We have a lot of visitors that come, from around the world that experience that. To bring back, this opportunity for tribal members and the tribe, it's huge. As a huge milestone in our history in the Snoqualmie tribe, it seems that many things are coming together for the Snoqualmie people. It's our time. That means so much to the tribe. It's incredible. I hope it's an example, to other indigenous peoples to go ahead and, fight for what truly is, their, cultural lands and properties in sacred areas. It's incredible, to witness and feel, to close your eyes and feel the power of the falls. It's truly moving. It's truly a healing experience, to actually, like I said, close your eyes and just envision our past tribal members standing at the edge of the falls and reflecting and feeling the same presence. That right there is an incredible healing.
This is a unique place. It is a gift of the Creator to the people. It has been held sacred by the Snoqualmie Indian tribe for thousands of years. We are the first people of this land. It is humbling to stand in the presence of the spirit that dwells here. We have the honor to be the spiritual stewards of Snoqualmie Falls. Today is one of those days where we can all celebrate, because it is for all people. It is momentous, it is historic, and it's something to celebrate. We say we are the ones who stayed. We have relatives all over the place. We are the ones who stayed, and I believe that Snoqualmie Falls is why, because somebody had to stay here to care for this area. We are the fortunate ones to be able to carry that message today. We're always here with our ancestors. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes. Let the spirit speak to you. You'll feel it. You'll feel it here. This is just so positive to be able to have the first people of this land, the Snoqualmie Indian tribe, here at this particular establishment, and we're able to share. We're going to share our story. I know it's going to be well received because it's going to enrich the experience here. What I hope is that this is going to be uplifting to people to see some positive action. I hope it's encouraging to the folks that are in the middle of their fights. I hope that they will be able to come here and we can host them here at the falls, and they will feel stronger. This place is like no other. There is no other Snoqualmie Falls in the world. This is great news, and I know that the indigenous people around the world will hear of this, and they will be uplifted that something positive has taken place. You know, come to the falls, have that moment between you and the Creator, and kind of ground yourself again. Receive that blessing.
It's uplifting. I prayed a lot. And now it's like a uplifting of messages. And Hawaiians and Italians and Japanese, the people around the world, come here.
So the story behind the falls and this sacred place goes back farther than anyone can remember, farther than any documents can prove. We call ourselves the people of the moon, and if you know a little bit about our history and why we do that, you realize that this place is the most sacred place on earth. There's no other piece of land, there's no other body of water that means more to us than this place. It is literally where we came from. We'll be announcing to the public that we, the Snoqualmie tribe, will be the new owners of the Salish Lodge and the adjacent parcels that come incorporated with it. And all people for all time will be welcome here. They won't be just welcome, they'll be embraced to practice their religious freedoms on this land just as we have since time immemorial.
It's a historical place that our ancestors have fought long and hard for.
It's an answer to our prayer. We've always prayed that we would retain this back. Just to be caretakers of this land and preserve it. It means you don't have words for it.
Our ancestors and former leaders have always talked about wanting to, come back and reclaim this area as ours, because it was, and it has always been. But to have that capability to have it come back in our possession and still being maintained and being able to flourish from it, it's reassuring that prayers do get answered. This generation has stood steadfast with their vision, their dreams, their words, and moved them forward. We're not ashamed to tell our story. We're not afraid to say how we've hit the hurdles, but we didn't give up. We're going to persevere whether you acknowledge us or not. We're still here, and we're not going anywhere. I believe this place will bring hope. It'll bring ambition. It'll bring desires back. It'll bring life objectives back. So individuals can get married here and start a new chapter in their life here, or they can just take a break from life and just reflect on nature. Water is life. It does bring life no matter what.
And this is a year since the city had approved a development across the way, put where our most sacred site lay. So 45 acres here in this area will be protected after this purchase. I'm so fortunate to be able to be part of the generation who protected those 45 acres from, again, something that you can never take back. Backing up what its name is, it's the Salish Lodge. It's the Snoqualmie Falls. It's these points have been overlooked, and I think with our influence in there and through our special teaching there, we're really going to get the full experience and really learn about us and really foster a better and a more true relationship between the tribe and our community.
The lodge has been in place for over 100 years, and there's over 100 years of history and tradition and service. And now guests can come that have been here for 50 years, 75 years, whatever it may be, and they may discover something new about the falls that they didn't know before. This is a great opportunity for this to be the Snoqualmie tribe's voice and their message for guests both here at the lodge and those that visit the falls. And Columbia Hospitality is super excited to partner with that.